Hello, good evening, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about money. I appreciate this opportunity to spend a few minutes sharing some of this important information about My Econ. My Econ has empowered thousands of people financially and has definitely been a blessing to me and my family. Since I've been using the My Econ system and the strategies, I've been able to cash flow just over $250,000 back into my household. I love what this company has done for me. It has helped me to eliminate debt and to start to build real wealth here in America. If that's something that you want to do, then you're definitely in the right place. A little bit about me. My name is Robert Webster. I'm an executive vice president with My Econ. I've been with the business for just over 4 years. My daytime job is I am the security director for a major brand hotel. I've also been a business owner since I was 26 years old. I got out of the Marines and I went to work for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And when I was working for the Federal Bureau of Prisons, I wanted to be a business owner. So I left there, I resigned, and I started my own trucking company. But I'll tell you something. In the last 4 years that I have been in My Econ, I have learned more about business, finance, money, and capitalism than I have ever known in my life. Because what My Econ teaches is not being taught in colleges or in high schools. And that's sad. It's extremely sad. Because most of us who go to college, we're taught to come out with an education and get a good job, a so-called good job. But that is not how to build wealth. That is how you build someone else's wealth. But we're going to talk about building wealth for yourself tonight. My Econ is the personal financial success company. My Econ has been around for 14 years. We're a debt-free, technology-driven company, and we're based in Atlanta, Georgia. My Econ has empowered its members to generate over $450 million. That is powerful. And we are in line to help its members, all of us, to generate another $100 million before the end of this year. How much of that would you like to benefit from? You see, My Econ's mission is to empower people to attain personal financial success. Personal financial success is simply having enough cash flow to support your lifestyle during your working years and your retirement years. During our working years, the money that we get is generated from our work, our jobs, or businesses that we build. However, during our retirement years, the money must be generated by income-producing assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, retirement accounts, things that make you money without you having to get up and go to work for it. Think about it. When was the last time you spent money on something that made you money? You see, we want you to attain personal financial success. We need to earn enough cash flow during our working years to support our lifestyles while simultaneously investing enough money to build enough assets to generate our desired retired income. And I'm so sorry to say, but we are failing at retirement. That's right. We are failing financially here in one of the wealthiest countries on the planet. Why is it that 49% of our population cannot come up with $400 in an emergency situation without using their credit card? Why is it 69% of the population cannot come up with $1,000 in an emergency situation? You see, most people don't even have an emergency fund. Most people's emergency fund is that credit card. And that is not an emergency fund. That is more debt. You see, we live in one of the wealthiest countries on the planet, but we have more people here living paycheck to paycheck. We have to change what's going on. You see, we are facing some very specific obstacles. The first obstacle is high taxes. Many Americans lose about 1/3 of their income to taxes off the top, which obviously affects your income and their lifestyles negatively. Obstacle number 2, poor credit. You see, poor credit, it causes consumers to lose over $500,000 during their lifetime just because of high interest and lost equity in home ownership. We have to repair our credit. The third is too much debt. Too much debt, it causes millions of people to lose thousands of dollars annually paying interest on debt, just interest. Then, inadequate savings and investing. This is extremely damaging because it robs people of opportunities to buy homes, start businesses, to build retirement. Inadequate saving and investing makes people vulnerable financially. All right? One little financial hiccup and disaster strikes. Let the water heater go out. Let the furnace go out during the winter. Then we run into financial disaster. The fifth obstacle is limited income and inflation. Millions of Americans, all right, their income is not growing fast enough to offset the effects of inflation or the escalating cost of living, just simply living. People cannot keep up with it. Look at this. 20 years ago, a gallon of milk was $1.25. Now it's about $3. If you have to get Lactaid or some of that other stuff, it's about $5.99. You see, My Econ has a solution to all of this. Okay? We have 3 keys that are going to help you to attain financial success. You have to learn these keys. The first one is business ownership. But not just any business. It has to be a type of business that's generating leverage and residual income. And it must be a business that is a hot trend. That's right. Its products and services must be hot trend products and services. Something that everyone wants and needs. And we have that particular business. You see, business ownership is going to allow you to get long-term value on your labor and build equity. You see, most people understand that they would rather own a home than rent a home. You would rather own the furniture that's in your home than rent your furniture. Well, why don't you own your own income? The only way you can earn your own income is to be a business owner. We spend 30 to 40 years renting ourselves out in these jobs. That's right. We rent ourselves out when we should own our income. And when you own your income and you're a business owner, you get tax advantages. Tax advantages that employees do not get. And that is powerful. You see, when you become a business owner with My Econ, you're able to build leverage and residual income. Leverage income is income when you earn off of the efforts of many, 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 many people. You see, right now, most of us who have a job, we get linear income. That's work 8 hours, you get paid 8 hours. You work a 40-hour work week, you get paid for that 40-hour work week. You don't work, you don't get paid. That's linear money. That's linear income. That's the worst kind of money. We need leverage income. Leverage income is when you get paid off of the work of other people. You see, there was a very wealthy, wise man. He said, I would rather get 1% of 100 people working than 100% of my own work. That was J. Paul Getty. He was a very wealthy man, and I agree with that. I would rather get 1% of 100 people working than 100% of my own work. That's leverage. With this company, we will teach you how to build leverage and then earn residual income. You see, residual income is when you earn money off of the same clients over and over again. You see, a lot of us on our jobs, we take our education, our knowledge, our know-how, and we help to build that company that we work for. All right, and that company benefits off of the work and the knowledge that we take to the company. They benefit from that month and month and month and month and year and year and year after. All right, after we've given them our blood and sweat. Okay, we have to learn how to build that same residual income for our own families, for our own generations. You see, My Econ is going to teach you how to generate fast and massive cash flow. All right? And we want to help you to understand that it doesn't take a lot of money to do that. You see, just like it didn't take a lot of money for these particular hot trend products to blow up. Smartphones. Look, people spend $700, $800, $900, $1,000 on smartphones. You buy the phone one time and you sign a contract. That's right, one time. But then you're paying a monthly payment. All right? That's residual. Many of you have gym memberships. You sign up one time for that membership, but then you have a monthly payment. If you're streaming these platforms like Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, you signed the contract, you signed up for it one time, but you're paying a small payment every month. And each one of these companies are billion-dollar companies. You're not paying a lot of money. You're paying just a little bit. But a lot of people are paying a little bit of money and making these companies billionaires. You can do the same thing. You see, right now, most of us are just on the wrong end of the residual. We have residual debts instead of having residual income. But our solution, okay, our solution is our income shifting membership. We want to teach you to get more cash flow and teach you smart financial strategies. Imagine what an additional $500 to $5,000 or more in monthly cash flow could do for your budget. You could pay off debt quickly, build investments faster. You could buy a new car or even move into your dream house. However, acquiring more cash flow is not always easy. But fortunately, My Econ has two powerful ways for associates to acquire more cash flow. The first method we're going to teach you is using the strategies in our income shifting membership. The membership has 5 cash flow strategies and supporting software which enables each one of you to quickly acquire additional cash flow without being a great salesperson. That's right. We're going to teach you how to bring immediate cash flow to your pocket. Then we're going to show you an example. All right. We're going to show you how just simply minimizing your taxes on your current job can increase your pay anywhere from $200 to $800 every month. Right here is an example of a person who was paying $213 every week into taxes. They used our first strategy and minimized their taxes. Now they're only paying $56. They increased their take-home pay $150 every week. That's $500 a month. Imagine what you can do with that extra cash. Then we're going to show you how our smart credit system is going to be an essential part of your finances. You see, great credit can definitely minimize borrowing costs and provide investment opportunities and perks. Poor credit costs you thousands and thousands of dollars in high interest payments. Now it's beginning to cost some people job opportunities and higher insurance premiums. Our smart credit system is going to provide you with the educational videos, the dispute letters, verification letters, and the support tools that's going to help you build and maintain a great credit score. You see, this young lady right here, she joined our business. She had a 572 credit score, and within 6 months, she had her credit score at 760. Very, very powerful. That's right. You see, we don't want you to forever have average to good credit. No, we want you to have excellent credit. That's right. Then we're going to teach you how to correct your tax withholding. And I'm going to give you a strong example of how to do this. Let me show you an example. This is, I'm going to show it out. I'm going to spell it out for you. Now, it doesn't matter what type of job you have, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a school teacher, a bus driver, a policeman, a fireman, we all have the same two financial objectives. Objective number one is to earn enough income to maintain your current lifestyle. Objective number two is to acquire assets that's going to maintain that lifestyle at retirement. Now, assets are anything that pays you, like I said earlier, anything that pays you without you having to work. Now, I'm going to take a median household income of $60,000, which equates to $5,000 per month. What does this person making $60,000 a year need in assets in order to continue living a $60,000 lifestyle? Well, as a rule of thumb, we're taught that you're going to need at least 10 times the amount of money you make per year. So this person is going to need $600,000 in their 401k or in their investment account. Now, if they can get a 10% rate of return, then they would make the same $60,000 and have replacement income. But statistics shows that we are failing at getting this done. And why is that? Simply because once we get paid, Uncle Sam is taking his 25 to 33% off the top. That's $1,500 a month out of our pocket. Now we're left with $3,500 for our net for the month. Then we've got mortgages. We've got credit cards. We've got car notes. You know, every time you go and purchase a big ticket item, most people have to finance those items. When you finance it, they tell you, come on down. Bad credit, no credit, don't matter what it is. Just walk in the door and you will be walking out the door with what you need. That's right. And you create more debt. All they want to see is your check stub. Because what they're going to do, they're going to base the payment they give you off of money you don't have. They're going to look at your check stub, they're going to look at your gross, and they're going to base it off your gross, which is money you don't have. Now we incur and create more debt. That's another 30%. That's another $1,500 out of our pocket. We're left with $2,000 for the month. Now, you don't have to be a mathematical strategist to see that once you get paid, the first 30% is going to taxes, second 30% is going to interest on debt. That's 60% of your gross income going right out the window. And you're left with 40% of your gross income, and you're expected to build an asset, an investment account. It's impossible, because what's left over has to pay for food, gas, clothing, utilities, kids if you have extracurricular activities. There's nothing left over to put in an investment account. But see, when we teach you how to correct your tax withholdings, all right, think about these two examples. If someone received an additional $400 in their take-home pay and added it to their debt payments, they would eliminate their debts faster and save thousands of dollars in interest payments. If they invested the $400 into their retirement account, they would save money on taxes and grow their retirement savings quickly. You see, every day we help hundreds of people correct their W-4 and increase their take-home pay by $200 to $1,000 on a monthly basis. That's powerful. You see, if this person got Uncle Sam out of their pocket and they brought home another $500, they could strategically put that $500 on debt, and soon the debt would disappear. Now they got more money left over at the end of the month to funnel into their investment account. You see, that, my friends, is income shifting. And we want to teach you how to income shift. And guess what? Uncle Sam wants you to learn how to income shift. Look at this here. This is a study that was done by the Internal Revenue. You can look it up. It was done in 2005. It says, big refund, big tax bill. Look at this. First, here's some refund facts. It says federal tax refunds to individuals totaled more than $215 billion last year. That's more than 101 million taxpayers who got refunds. That's 80%. All right? 80% of the population are getting those refunds, so they're overpaying. It says, where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or purse when you tell your employer how much to withhold from your paycheck, or you make an estimated tax payment. For the average refund, that's about $40 a week too much. Look at this. You might be using the extra withholding as a forced savings method, but Uncle Sam doesn't pay interest on refunds, except in special circumstances. And I ain't seen none of those special circumstances. Now, this last sentence is what's very important. Uncle Sam talking. Putting the money in any type of savings account or paying down debts might be a better option. Uncle Sam said putting the money in any type of savings account, 401k, 403b, or mutual fund, or paying down debts, car notes, student loans, mortgages, credit cards, might be a better option. Well, you know what? We agree with that fully. All right? We totally agree with that. And we want you exactly how to do that. Minimize your taxes. Increase your credit. All right? Get out of those high interest loans. Use our cash flow manager system and start minimizing your taxes. You see, we're going to teach you how to turn your personal expenses into business expenses. Expenses on your personal vehicles that are also used for business. You see, our associates can deduct business miles, all right, at about 55 cents a mile. And they can deduct a percentage of expenses like gas, tires, insurance, lease payments, interest on vehicle loans, and the original cost of the vehicle. You see, you can also deduct communication expenses like cell phone, internet service, and access. When you travel and lodging, we'll teach you how to turn your trips into business trips, or hiring your children to work in your business. You see, we lose thousands of dollars every year simply because we don't know and understand how capitalism works. And when that happens, we end up being the ones who are capitalized on. But we want to teach you, all right, how capitalism works and how to maximize your take-home pay and use all of this money to eliminate your debt and start to build some wealth. You see, our debt elimination system, everybody knows debt is a robber. Our goal is to help people get out of debt as quickly as possible. My Econ provides every associate with a debt elimination training that's going to help you understand how to eliminate your debt quickly. All right? Extra cash flow that's going to be generated by our strategies and business income to help you to apply to those debts. Our debt elimination software will empower each one of you to eliminate your debt. And that is so, so powerful. Then we want you to learn to own a piece of America. Invest. That's right. Investment income provides financial freedom. Everyone needs it. Everyone wants it. My Econ is going to provide you with the comprehensive investment training, all right, on investment terminology and strategies, on maximizing your return, all right, your rate of return, your ROI. We want you to own a piece of America. That's our fifth cash flow stream, which is very, very important. Now, we have hot trend products. My Econ, once you join My Econ, you become an owner of an internet franchise business. That's right. You have a website. And on your website, we have discount products and services. We have a cashback mall with over thousands of stores and millions of products. Customers get discounts and cash rebates on purchases. All right, we've got discount travel from most major brands. We've got identity theft protection, all natural nutritional products. We got roadside assistance, plus many, many more products and services, all right, that we don't even have time to go into to discuss. But I'm going to tell you, all of them are what we are already spending money on. So why not spend that money on your own business? The first thing I did when I joined My Econ was canceled my AAA and bought my own roadside assistance because it's my business. That's right. Now, if you want to build some wealth, who on the call wants to generate another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 every month? Well, learn this world-class compensation system. Join My Econ today. All right. Then all you have to do to get promoted to executive vice president like myself is just enroll your first membership. That's right. Enroll one person into the My Econ membership, and you'll receive a $10 commission. But now you're promoted to executive vice president. So let me ask you, how many people do you know would like to bring home an extra $200 to $1,000 every month in their current take-home pay by minimizing their taxes? Exactly, just about all of them. Well, get them on this presentation here and watch them join. Then, boom, you're an executive vice president. And now, once you introduce the next person to the business, you earn a $100 commission. Simple. Go out and introduce the business to 3 people. That's $300 right in your pocket. Now, let's help those people go out and do exactly the same thing. Do you know 3 people who would like to minimize their taxes and bring home an extra $200 to $1,000? I'm sure you do. And do they know people who would like to do the same? I'm sure they do. And when they introduce a person to the business, you get a $90 commission. When that person introduces a person to the business, you get a $90 commission. When that person introduces someone to the business, you get another $90 commission. That is leverage, folks. That is leverage. You see, this is how you leverage the work of other people. You see, we understand leverage when it comes to physical labor. Like if I had a room full of tables and chairs, and it was about 6 or 7 men standing around, you would tell me, okay, get those guys, help those guys that help you move those chairs and those tables. You see, that's leveraging them with physical labor. But we have to learn how to leverage money. Okay? That is one of the rules to gaining wealth. That's right. Leverage money. You see, each one of us can do this part-time. You see, I work this business part-time. I work part-time on my fortune and full-time on my wages. But you know what? Profits are better than wages. I'm going to say that one more time. Profits are better than wages. You see, I would rather work part-time on my fortune while I'm working full-time on my wages. And one day, my profits are going to equal and outweigh my wages, and I won't need those wages. This is the key. This is the key to building wealth. Imagine this. If you're going to be working your job for at least another 5 years or another 10 years, or some of you may be so young you're going to be working another 15 to 20 years. Well, how about you spend 5 to 8 hours a week building your business? That's right. 5 to 8 hours a week, part-time, building a business, building wealth. Imagine having 1,000 people in your business in the next 5 years. You're going to be working a job at least for the next 5 years. That's an $8,000 monthly residual check coming to you. You see, if we're going to be building somebody else's wealth, if you're going to work 8 hours a day building someone else's wealth, why not put 30 minutes to an hour building your own wealth? You see, My Econ pays out 95% of the money that comes in back into its members, back into our bonus pool. You cannot beat this business. If you want to build some wealth, if you want to come go get rich with us, you're in the right place. Our compensation plan has the fastest pay system in the industry. This system is fast because we make money by enrolling clients into our inexpensive membership. Every time you enroll a new member, you're also enrolling a new marketing associate, which generates fast, upfront, weekly income and long-term monthly residual income. You see, this is how you begin to build the wealth that you're meant to have. You see, we get paid in My Econ. All right, these are just some examples of some of our checks. All right, your results may vary. I'm not saying you're going to get these checks up front, but none of these checks bounce. All right, we get paid in My Econ. Now, if you want to get paid, you'll get a personalized website. You sign up today. All right, you'll get our world-class business system, our income shifting membership, All right, our membership includes the tax withholding training, the smart credit system, the Cashflow Manager app, the debt elimination system, our investment training, and very valuable tax benefits. This system retails for $199.95. But today, you can get this system for $99.95. Get started and marketing and saving money immediately. Everyone pays $34.95 to maintain their site, their system, and their software. And all of this investment that you would make in yourself is a tax-deductible event. That's right, Uncle Sam is going to pay the bill. You become a business owner, and Uncle Sam pays the bill. Ain't no better way to do it. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. I'm just about done with the presentation. I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'll take any questions. This story is about these three brothers who wanted to travel from the East Coast all the way out to the West Coast. This is in the 1500s, okay? They get all the way out to San Francisco. Or they wanted to travel out there because they wanted to pan for gold. Back in the 1500s, everybody was moving out west so that they could pan for gold. Well, when they got out there, they got to a site where people were finding gold nuggets. In order to go on this site, everyone had to pay a fee. Well, only 2 out of the 3 brothers had that fee. So they told the third brother, listen, go down to the last town we passed. We'll come back and get you. All right, we're going to go and we're going to strike it rich because we're going to go find some nuggets. Well, those 2 brothers who went to pan for gold, they never found one nugget. They didn't get rich quick. But that one brother who went down to the last town, he ended up meeting an old man who worked at a bean factory in San Francisco. He went to work with the old man. The old man had a little juice hut in the center of town, and everybody liked to come to his juice hut and buy his juice. So he worked with the old man. He learned how to take that bean, how to crush it and cultivate it and turn it into the juice that everybody liked to drink. All right, that brother happened to be at the right place at the right time because he learned a strategy that benefited him then, and it's still benefiting his family today. That brother's family name was Folgers of Folgers Coffee. You see, just like he was at the right place at the right time, you all on this call are at the right time in the right place because you have the opportunity to learn a strategy that can benefit you today by putting another $200 to $1,000 in your current take-home pay. And this will also benefit your next generation. See, imagine if you knew this strategy when you graduated high school and started working your job. Imagine if you were taking all that tax money that was taken out of each one of your paychecks up till now. Imagine if you were taking it and putting it into an investment account. You'd be sitting on a couple million right now. Well, a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Learn this system. Teach it to your children so when your children graduate college, they can take that money. Instead of the Uncle Sam taking it out of the check, they can take it and invest it. And by the time they're your and my age, they're sitting on a couple $1 million in their investment account. That is how you leave a legacy for your next generation. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the call for any